And we're back again. Just gonna see, yeah. Oops. Okay, okay. Won't go there. Sorry about
As
that.
history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Yeah, I do know that. Oh, so that's what they did. Broke the lamps. Wait, can they come in here? Yeah. Don't worry, you get one last chance to check out that first area. Good. Goody, goody, good, good.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job?
Oops. Bad luck. I see a pitch over here. I need to collect 40 of them to get the
When Dr.
shotgun.
Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Yeah, of course. Michael is the guy we took the key from, yeah. I get it now. Pew! As a priest told, the crossbow, it's just an amazing weapon. Loving it. Get the image in the array, yeah. Will do, will do. Ouch, ouch. Those guys hurt.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible.
So it's been in there for
Time
2
to strange
years.
things here.
Huh.
But dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Oh, I hope you heard them. There should be a page over here. Just collecting all the
Taken
pages.
may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. but I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
Nope, not gonna do. Huh. Can I? No. Better not jump there. Oh, what's... No, okay, that's the... Yeah.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
True. It's like rattlesnake there. Come out, wherever you are. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, baby. 30 pitches, nice. Nice.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies.
Alien?
They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
So that's what we're gonna do. Use. Huh.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world.
Yeah, I remember
leverage,
that.
A hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, exactly. You needed to sacrifice yourself in order to get balance. You let Alice out and help him. Do I want that? No, I do not. more birds. Oh my god. No. Okay. Just gonna go here. Check. This was the fourth one, yeah. And I can reload inside there, yeah. Or... yeah, why not? Why not?
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll
Didn't have
unlock
to
the
explain
door.
myself.
Thanks.
Huh.
I know what you're thinking.
Him again.
Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that.
Ooh.
Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody.
Ooh.
The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot.
It's like a huntsman. Knife.
The messy jobs.
And the saw.
I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
MacGyvered. Another reference.
Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Piece of shit. Oh well.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
What? She didn't even... She didn't hesitate. She was like, okay. How did you know that it was gonna break? Or we need a replacement? Oop-de-doo. Install the camera. And done.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal.
Do I need to do
That is
it
why you're here,
again?
isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things.
Yeah, okay.
All of this is very strange to me.
Sure. Why not? Did I have... no. Oh, it's very quiet.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature.
Taking
I
it
completely
pretty well.
understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Well said. Now, where were we? Yes, we were going to fix the cooling system. I'll get on to that. Doop, 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 doop. Running like Tom Cruise or some other like crazy character. Can I be here? No. Primary pipes, but so there's only like one. Oh, are those? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Can they climb?
Am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Oops. Switch.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Wait, did I get an achievement? You security okay. Whoopsie. Oh no.
I guess they didn't like that.
Nope, they did not. Okay, so now I can't go that way. Fine. Still intact. Ow! Oh my god. That was bad. That was really
Guess I
bad.
didn't like that.
No, wait. Need my ammo. I should yeah. Should use my flare gun. Or perhaps... No, just go with the flare gun.
Damn mountain's trying to kill me.
But that thing. Ouch. I could have gone there immediately. Oh well, no. Please. No. Give me health. Whoa, get inside. No, it's dark again. Fuck.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Hey, health. Give me health. Yeah.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
We're getting the complete signal now.
So it's like
I'm
another
afraid
piece of
not.
the puzzle.
Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes,
Been there, done that.
I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light. I managed to contain it and free my wife, but I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
The Force.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Huh. Just like analyzing all the things we've been telling.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete.
So we're gonna do this all
but
again
it's
now
another
again?
piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
So we're going back in time again? After we're doing all this again, yeah. Drive theater.
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
So, let's see. 30 more minutes and then I'm off.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
Only 20 more
To
pages.
change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Yeah. Hello again, Serena.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey. Waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Just gonna get
Look,
aggressive.
I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Okie dokie.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
What the?
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Crazy.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Just a second. Wait. I wanna go here again. To the souvenir shop. How many? 30. I got that. Ooh! Yes, that looks awesome. Sort of.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The dark place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let...
Just a second, guys.